What's up? I'm Tim. He's AC. This is a Kashkelly and AC Sports Report, and we're going to start a week-long Super Bowl special next week, sometime early in the week, probably Monday or Tuesday, maybe even Sunday of this weekend. We'll be releasing our Super Bowl preview. February 5th is National Watch Cash and AC Sports Report Day. We got a video with 10,000 views now. Let's break that record. Let's get this one up to, I don't know, 1 million. That number sounds nice to me. So we're going to start off. We're going to position by position. Which would you rather have on the Steelers and the Packers? And we're going to start at quarterback today. Big Ben and Aaron Rodgers. JC, break this down.
Well, you look at the postseason performances out of each of these quarterbacks, mainly the championship game, because it just happened. Aaron Rodgers, he threw 2 picks in this game, but he also rushed for a touchdown. Big Ben, I believe he threw a pick in that game. Did he throw a pick in that game?
Yeah, no, he threw 2 picks in that game.
Right, he threw 2 picks as well. So, NFC and AFC championship game performances, not so star-like out of these 2 quarterbacks. But at this point in the postseason, I got to go with the hot quarterback. I got to go with Aaron Rodgers. He's coming into the championship game. He was having an amazing postseason, whereas, Big Ben, he has been here before. Aaron Rodgers hasn't, but he wasn't putting up the numbers that Aaron Rodgers was nearly. And I got to go with Rodgers on this one. I got to go with the guy that's hot.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I think Rodgers. Normally I'd go with Big Ben in almost any case, but I look at the Packers and I look at Aaron Rodgers mostly. I think Aaron Rodgers looks motivated this year. Like he really feels like this is his year. This is his year to get the job done. The first game, he had a pretty nice game against the Eagles. Second game, he tore up the Falcons. And this last game, not a great game. I mean, he started off pretty well against the Bears, and then the rest of the game didn't do much. He threw a few picks, and he ran for a touchdown, same as Big Ben. At the same time, though, he threw for almost 270-some yards. So he didn't have a horrible game. Let's say that. I think you take Rodgers too. Big Ben's not a bad consolation prize though, and the advantage I think the Steelers have is going to be the fact that Big Ben has more than one option. He can hand the ball off, and he has the big receivers. The Packers, I mean, is James Starks really a legit run option? I don't think.
At this point, I don't think so. Not yet. He could be with time, but in this season, no, and especially not against the Steelers defense.
Yeah, and I mean, you don't just magically become that in the Super Bowl. We've seen it before, but I mean, I don't see that happening. So I think the Rodgers, Big Ben will have more weapons, but I think if you're asking me which quarterback would I rather have thrown to the receivers, it's Aaron Rodgers. I mean, this guy, I know ESPN, everyone there is sucking his D right now, but he's earned it. I mean, this guy's played well all season. Basically, since he's taken over, he's been a legit quarterback in this league. And I would have to say Rodgers here because I think he's a better overall quarterback than Big Ben. Big Ben has been known to get it done in the clutch, but I'll take Rodgers here.
Yeah, exactly what you said. At this point in the season, in the Super Bowl, I'll take Rodgers. Big Ben's been here before. Yeah, he's probably going to have a little bit more poise than Rodgers, but Rodgers, he's still a young quarterback, and he, like you said, he's doing more with less, in my opinion, than Big Ben. Big Ben has more weapons. He has a legitimate running game in Rashard Mendenhall, who basically.
Yeah, I mean Rodgers has the receivers though. There's that to look at.
Yeah, that's true. That is true, but there's nothing like a running game to complement a passing game.
No, you're right. I mean, I think you take Rodgers. Yeah, I mean, poise to me hasn't been a problem. You took over for Brett Favre. You did great. In that first playoff game last season, the Packers were able to put up 40-some points. They lost the game, but I don't get the impression it was necessarily his fault, except he kicked the ball into Carlos Dansby's hands. That being said, I mean, he threw like 4 touchdowns. This playoffs, he's been pretty solid too. So, I mean, I don't have too many worries about poise for him. Big Ben, I think it is a bit overrated what he's done in the playoffs. He's had the success, but let's not forget that first Super Bowl against the Seahawks, he was absolutely horrendous, and they won the game. Second one, he's pretty nice. I think if you're asking me who I would give the ball to with a minute left and I need to win the game, that I might give to Big Ben, because I've seen him do it before with the Santonio Holmes touchdown, and I think I probably have a little more trust in him. Aaron Rodgers got that chance in the Bears game numerous times to kind of put them away, and he struggled to do it.
Yeah, if you're looking at a 2-minute drill in the final drive of the game, you got to give the ball to Big Ben. He has the experience in the playoffs, and I think he's a very clutch quarterback most of the time. And yeah, in that situation, I'd say Big Ben over Rodgers, but with the Super Bowl and the playoffs overall, I got to go with Rodgers.
Yeah, I agree. One final thing, please, everyone. We don't need to bring up all the rape stuff all this week. I don't need to hear it. I don't need to hear it next week. This is a football game. It has nothing to do with what goes on off the field or what didn't go on off the field. Bottom line, the guy's come back strong. Is he a role model? Hell no. But he's come back strong. He's getting a chance to do this, and he's making the best of it. So, yeah, I think we both agree Rodgers for the entire game, Big Ben on the 2-minute drill. I'm Timmy's AC. We will keep these videos coming all week, all next week. We're having a big Super Bowl bash. Few weeks we got JR Sport Brief coming on. Hopefully going to get some more NFL guests. Maybe as baseball season rolls around, we get some baseball players. Hope to get a few NBA players, but we'll see there. I'm Timmy's AC. I'll see you later.